Hello friend. Now in this lecture we will discuss this new method, that is regula falsi method, or it is called method of false position. Now this method, it is useful for finding the real root of equation. Obviously it may be algebraic equation or the transcendental equation. Now see what is the question. We want to find out the real root of equation fx equal to 0 in between these 2 points A and B. See what is the question? Find out the real root of equation fx equal to 0 in between these 2 points A and B. Now we know that the root, it is lies between the opposite functional values. See what is given. We want to find out the real root of the equation fx equal to 0 in between A and B. So obviously this functional value fa and fb, they are of different behavior. Maybe fa it is positive and fb it is negative, or fa this is negative and fb it is positive, because we know that the root lies in between the opposite functional value. If a and b has opposite functional value, then and then we can say that the root lies between a and b. Now see, suppose this is our y-axis and this is suppose our x-axis. This is our y-axis. Now we want to find out the real root of equation fx equal to 0 in between A and B. So suppose this is our point A and suppose this is our point B. So obviously the functional value fa and fb are of opposite sign. So let us suppose that fa it is positive and fb it has the negative functional value. So consider fa it is positive. So suppose this is our fa. So this is the positive functional value, and fb it is a negative functional value. So suppose this is our fb. So this point A has coordinate, this is A comma fa, and consider suppose this is a point B which has the coordinate B and small fb. And consider the function like this. Suppose this is the graph of y equal to fx. So consider this function y is equal to fx. So this is that graph, y is equal to fx. So see what is the question. Find out the real root of equation fx equal to 0. So this is the graph of that function in between A and B. So obviously fa and fb, they are of different behavior. Now see, in regula falsi method, what we do here is that consider this chord AB, join these 2 points A to B. So consider this chord from A to B. Now this line cuts the x-axis to this point. So this will be our approximate root. See, we are given some function fx equal to 0. So we are drawn this curve. Now this curve cuts the axis to this point. So this is the exact root, or this is the actual root of this equation fx equal to 0. So what we do in regular False method, just draw the chord, this is our chord, which cuts the x-axis to this point. So this is the initial approximate root. Let it be, suppose this is x0. Now find out this first approximate root, find out this x0. Now what is this x0? X0, that is the point of intersection of this chord and the x-axis. Equation of x-axis, it is y equal to 0. So what is this x0? X0, this is the point of intersection of these two lines, chord AB and the x-axis. So first of all, find out this point of intersection. How to find out point of intersection? Just find out the point of intersection of this chord and this x-axis. Means just put y equal to 0 in this equation of chord. So let us find out the equation of this line. So what is equation of AB? So right here, equation of this chord AB, this is the formula, y minus y1 divided by x minus x1, this is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now we want to find out this point x0. X0, that is the initial approximate root. And what is this x0? X0, that is the point of intersection of this chord and the x-axis. So what is the equation of x-axis? Equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. So put y equal to 0 in this equation. So this is 0 minus. Now what is the value of y1? This is suppose x1 y1 and this is suppose x2 y2. So what is y1? Y1, this is fa divided by. Now we are finding the first approximation. So put x equal to x0 minus x1 means it is a is equal to y2 minus y1. So this is fb minus the value of y1, it is fa divided by x2 minus x1. So this is b minus a. So find out this first approximate value, that is x0. So find out this x0. So x0 minus a, this is equal to, now just cross multiplication, this is minus fa into b minus a, just cross multiply, divided by this fb minus fa. So find out this calculation. So what is x0? X0 is equal to a plus, just transform this minus a, it becomes plus. So plus a and this is minus fa into b minus a divided by fb minus fa. So solve this equation. X0 equal to, just multiply by a. So this is a into fb minus a into fa, and this is minus b into fa plus a into fa divided by this fb minus fa. So what is x0? X0 is equal to, this minus a fa and plus a fa get cancelled. So this is a into fb minus b into fa divided by fb minus fa. So this formula gives us the first approximate root, which is x0. Now see, what is the next step? If we draw, suppose this line, now suppose this is our next point, which is C. And what are the coordinate of C? This is x0, f at x0, suppose. Now join these 2 points A to C. So this is our new chord. Now this line meet x-axis to the next point. Let it suppose x1, that is the better approximate root. Again draw the line. This is suppose line. This is the next point, which is suppose D, having this coordinate x1 to f of x1. Join this point A to D, suppose. Again this is some chord. This chord meet the x-axis to this point. So this is our next approximate root, which is the better root, suppose, that is suppose x2. So continuing in this way unless and until we get this exact root, that is the root of our equation fx equal to 0. So see, in regular Fancy method, this x0, that is the initial approximate root, so that lies in this direction. x1, that is the next approximate root, that is lie in this direction. x2, that is the next approximate root, which is again lies in this direction. So in regular Falsy method, the roots are the unidirectional root. While in bisection method, the roots are not unidirectional. In regular Falsy method, the root lies in the same direction. So the rate of convergence of regular Falsy method, it is better than the rate of convergence of bisection method. So this is some faster method comparative to bisection method. So let us write down the example. Now see, this is our example. Okay, find the real root of equation x cube minus 2x minus 5 equal to 0 by regular Falsy method up to 3 decimal places. Now see, what is our given equation? This is our given equation. Okay, let fx equal to x cube minus 2x minus 5. Now see, what is the first step? We have to put some values for x. Put x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And find out the functional values which are of opposite sign. If suppose the first value, if it is positive, then we require the second, that should be a negative value. If first value, if it is negative, then we require second, it has a positive value. So just put the values. So write down the first step. Put x equal to 0. So 0 minus 0, so this is minus 5. This is the negative functional value. Put x equal to 1. So 1 minus 2 minus 5. This is minus 6, which is again the negative functional value. Find out f2. 2 cube, it is 8. Minus 4 minus 5. So this is minus 1. This is again negative. Put next value f3. 3 cube, it is 27. Minus 6 minus 5. So this is 17 minus 11. So this is 16, which is the positive functional value. So see, what is the first step? Okay, substitute the values of x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, and find out the functional values which are of opposite sign. f2 it is negative, f3 it is positive. So always the root lies between the negative and positive functional value. That means the root lies between 2 and 3. So right here, therefore, the root lies between 2 and 3. So let us choose a is equal to 2 and b equal to 3. So right here, let a is equal to 2. So what is the value of fa, or what is the value of f2? We have found this value, this is minus 1. And let us take b equal to 3. So what is fb? Put b equal to 3. The value of f3, that is 16, which is positive, and this is suppose the negative. So see, this is our first step. What is the first step? Okay, substitute the different values for x and get some opposite functional value. Now we have found f2 equal to minus 1, f3 equal to 16, which is negative and positive. So obviously the root lies between 2 and 3. So select a equal to 2 and b equal to 3. Now just now we have seen the formula for regular Falsy method. Okay, if suppose the root lies in between a and b, then how to find out the first approximate root x0? That is given by the formula a and consider the opposite functional value fb, minus b, consider the opposite functional value fa and just take the subtraction ab minus fa. See how to remember this formula. If the root lies between a and b, then how to write this approximate root or how to write this regular-Falsy formula? A into functional value minus b with opposite functional value divided by this fb minus fa. So write down this formula. Therefore, by regular Falsy method, this is the first approximate root x0 and this is the formula a into fb minus b into fa divided by fb minus fa. So just put the values. X0 is equal to, what is a? A, that is our 2. fb means f3, that is 16, minus b, b it is 3, and fa, the value of fa, that is minus 1, divided by fb, that is 16, minus the value of fa, that is minus 1. So minus 1 has become plus 1. So find out this x0. X0, that is 2.059. So this is up to 3 decimal place. Now find out the functional value of what is f of x0. F of x0 means f of 2.059. So put x equal to 2.059 in the given function. So what is this value? F of x0, we have found this as minus 0.388908621, that is the negative functional value. So f of x0, this is negative. That means the root lies between this negative and the upper positive functional value. So the root lies between 2.059 and this number 3. So right here, therefore, the root lies between x0 equal to 2.059 and this number 3. 3 means that is b is equal to 3. So write down the next formula, which is the next approximate root, x1, that is equal to, now write down the formula in terms of this x0 and b. So what is that formula? x0 into opposite functional value, that is fb, minus this b into opposite functional value fx0 divided by fb minus fx0. So just put the values. So x1 is equal to, what is x0? x0 means 2.059 into fb. What is fb? fb, that is 16, minus b means which is 3, into f of x0. The value of f of x0 is minus 0.388908621 divided by fb minus fx0. So what is fb? fb, it is 16 minus fx0. So f of x0, this is negative, so minus minus become plus. This is 0.388908621. So find out this next approximate root, x1, that is equal to 2.081. So again find out the functional value. F of x1, this is f of 2.081 and this is given by f of x1, this is minus 0.150102559. So this is the negative functional value. So obviously the root lies between negative and the upper positive functional value. So the root lies between this x1 and this 3. So write down the conclusion. Therefore, the root lies between this x1 equal to 2.081 and this b is equal to 3. So find out the next approximate root, which is x2. So x2 is equal to, so write down the formula in terms of x1 and b. So this is x1 into opposite functional value, that is fb, minus b into opposite functional value fx1 divided by fb minus fx1. So this x2 equal to, just put the values and find out this x2. So the value of x2, this is 2.08 or 2.090. So find out the functional value f of x2. So f of 2.090. So find out this functional value. F of x2, this is equal to minus 0.017301643. So this is again the negative functional value. So obviously the root lies between negative and same thing upper positive functional value, which is 16. So the root lies between 2.090 and this number 3. So right here, therefore, the root lies between x2 is equal to 2.090 and this b is equal to 3. So find out the next approximate root, which is x3. So x3 can be written in terms of x2 and b. So this is the formula: x2 into opposite functional value minus b into opposite functional value fx2 divided by fb minus fx2. So put the value. So this is equal to, x3 is equal to, so this is equal to 2.094. Just put the value for x2. x2 means 2.090. fb means, that is 16, minus b, the value of b is 3. f of x2 is, it is the negative functional value, divided by fb minus fx2. So we have found this x3 equal to 2.094. Again find out the functional value f of x3. f of 2.094, this is equal to, this is again the negative functional value minus 0.0006345341604, which is the negative functional value. So f of x3, it is negative, means the root lies between the negative and same thing the upper positive functional value, which is 16, means the root lies between 2.094 and 3. So right here, therefore, the root lies between x3 equal to 2.094 and b is equal to 3. So again, write the same formula, find out the next approximate root, x4. So write down the formula in terms of x3 and b. x3 into opposite functional value fb minus b into opposite functional value f of x3 divided by this fb minus f of x3. So just put the values of x3, f of b and so on. So we have found this x4 equal to, so what is x4? The value of x4, this is 2.094. So if we observe these two roots, the value of x3, that is 2.094, and the value of x4, that is again the same, 2.094. So up to 3 decimal places, these roots are same. So this is the actual root of equation. So write down the conclusion. Therefore, the real root of equation, the real root of equation is, what is the answer? 2.094. So thank you for watching.